this year in May, we're celebrating 70 years in existence. The two founders, it's Tim Tate and Erwin Timmers. They both had founded the school. They had another studio previous to this, but they had reformed it in 2001, and they had specifically the mission of bringing glass to the DC and Mid-Atlantic region.
So we try to be a little more serious than the hobbyists. We're trying to be a little more sculptural, a little more serious in the medium, and use the medium as a sculptural element.
Yeah. Well, that's how we work. I mean, a lot of the school is kind of centered around the type of work that we do. And that is, you know, the more sculptural glass work.
Yeah, in fact, in the very beginning, the first classes we had were just classes that Erwin and I wanted to learn.
Right.
So we would just hire someone to teach the class so that we could learn it.
Right. Or stuff that we were good at. Remember the
that's right. If we were good at
sculptural development class, the architectural lighting class,
industrial lighting design.
These were very involved classes that we couldn't even produce now. I don't think it would take too much out of us.
A lot with glass is going to be dealing with technique-driven components. So you're learning how to melt glass, how to fuse glass, how to slump glass, how to cast glass, how to make different shapes in glass. And so you're going to see a lot of the students here working with the very basic elements, and they want to know technically how do they make glass go from one shape to a shape that they're trying to form. And you're also going to see a next level up where someone's saying, okay, I know the basics, I want to do something that's an enormous platter, a very elaborate component, a very large artwork piece. And then you're going to have established artists who might even be in a different medium saying, I'm a ceramic artist, but now I'd like to incorporate glass components.
That for me is one of the big pros for being here, because you get in touch with a lot of people. We see a lot of students come through. There's a great community here. We have a lot of interns. We have a lot of people that kind of rent a semi-permanent table space here. So you get to, you know, have conversations with all these people, exchange ideas, creativity. Sometimes a student does something out of an experiment and I think, oh, what great, you know, I want to try something like that too. And often things like that, you know, just kind of work together. And that's the beauty of having this whole, you know, environment where everybody is kind of working on something creative.
We always are looking at how you can take you to the next level. That is a thing that the Washington Glass School likes to do, is to say wherever you're starting from, we can take you to the next level. And certainly myself, as an architect who changed his career to be more of an artist, that was something that really I responded to myself. And I liked the fact that it is a very open community, that you are accepted at whatever level, and that there is a sense of excitement. There's always something going on. There's always someone working on something that can spark something in your own mind to say, I'd like to do something like that, but I'm going to take it this way. So there's a sense that you build on other people's successes, and you never are feeling bad that you're succeeding and that they're not succeeding, or they're succeeding and you're not succeeding. You always feel as there's a sense of community where everyone is working to better everyone else. And we're doing a number of group shows that we have a lot of artists that are at different levels in their career, and it's always a great thing to see how everyone moves forward. The Glass School has a certain focus in that it really encourages content-driven, where you are putting more than into the artwork of yourself as an artist, your personal stories, your narrative, something that's just a little bit more than just saying, here's a pretty decorative object, just putting a little bit more emotion into the piece so that it can be a little bit more relevant to the artist and therefore more relevant to the viewer, because they can find a connection that they might not find when it's just a pure craft element.